What if I told you that while the Dallas Cowboys are celebrating their new prospect, the Washington Commanders are already preparing the ground to crush their dream before it even begins? Here at Commanders Fan News today, we're going to show you how true dominance in the NFC East is being built, not with empty promises, but with strategy, power, and intelligence behind the scenes. Jerry Jones might be thrilled with selecting Tyler Booker at the 12th pick of the draft, but little does he know that Washington has already drawn up a plan to expose every weakness of this rookie. When Booker steps onto the field, he will understand, in practice, what it means to face a defensive line led by Darren Payne at the peak of his strength, by a Johnny Newton ready to explode in 2025, and a Javon Kinlaw hungry for redemption. And the question no one in Dallas wants to answer is a rookie really ready to face this Burgundy and Gold wall? But it's not just on defense that Washington is arming itself. Adam Peters has already signaled that building an empire doesn't happen by choosing the obvious. It happens by grabbing talents that change the team's DNA. And that's why the name Caleb Johnson, the human tank from Iowa, could be the next announcement that will make the fans roar. Imagine Jaden Daniels leading the offense with a bulldozer like that by his side. A physical, relentless backfield, capable of running over defenses until they open space for deep bombs to McLaurin and Dotson. Johnson wouldn't be just another running back. He would be the hammer needed to cement our offensive identity. Meanwhile, on the other side of the roster, the arrival of Josh Connerly Jr. made it clear, in Washington, you either evolve or make room for someone who's ready. Brandon Coleman felt the pressure. And as the Commanders' history has shown so many times, it's exactly in situations like this that true champions are born. It's not just about replacing. It's about raising the standard. And speaking of standard, you must have noticed the new front office philosophy is prioritizing much more than just numbers. It's seeking character, a winning mentality, grit. It's the Joe Gibbs spirit back to our roots. So I ask you, fan, will Booker really survive our defensive wall? Will Caleb Johnson be the engine our offense was missing? And Coleman? Is he ready to prove he deserves to keep fighting for his spot on the offensive line? If you're as passionate about the Washington Commanders as we are, don't waste any time. Subscribe now to Commanders Fan News today. Turn on notifications and come live this new era with us. We're just getting started, and this season has everything to be historic. And if you think Adam Peters is going to stop here, think again. Inside the Washington Commanders meeting rooms, the work never stops. While the Dallas press hypes up Booker as if he were the second coming of Zach Martin, our front office is studying ways to further widen the gap at the line of scrimmage, where true championships are won. Sources close to the team indicate that Washington is not ruling out reinforcing its defense even more on the second day of the draft. The priority is simple: to build a fortress that not only intimidates but morally destroys rival offenses. Every snap, every collision will send a message: this is Washington. You're not getting through here. Meanwhile, on offense, the possibility of Caleb Johnson joining the roster is becoming increasingly real. And for those who think we already have enough backs, it's worth remembering, modern NFL rewards teams that can hit hard for 4 quarters, that wear down defenses until they simply break. Johnson wouldn't just be depth, he would embody the new Commander's spirit. Imagine defenses having to choose: contain Daniels and open lanes for Johnson to run free, or drop back and watch Daniels burn their safeties with pinpoint passes to McLaurin and Dotson. That, my friends, is high-level chess. And while Jerry Jones plays checkers in Dallas, Washington is planning checkmate. But the beauty of this rebuild lies in another detail few have noticed: the culture change. It's not just about physical talent. It's not just about stats. It's about bringing men with the soul of a winner. Players who understand that wearing this jersey means carrying a history of battles, victories, and overcoming obstacles. The message has been sent throughout the locker room: there are no reserved seats here. If you want your spot, fight for it. And it's exactly this mentality that will define our future. So, fan, I ask you again, are you ready to see Washington back at the top? Are you ready to witness the transformation that will put respect back on the Commander's name? If you've made it this far, you already know what to do. Subscribe now to Commanders Fan News today. Turn on notifications and be part of this Burgundy and Gold revolution. The season is just beginning, and we're going to follow every step together as a true family of champions. And speaking from the heart as a Washington Commanders fan, I couldn't be more excited about what we are building. Finally, after years of watching other franchises dominate while we struggled to find our identity, now it's different. You can feel it in the air, in the way Adam Peters is assembling this roster. It's no longer about empty promises. It's about attitude, character, and a thirst for victory. Seeing names like Darren Payne, Johnny Newton, and Kinlaw forming an almost impenetrable wall gives me a confidence I hadn't felt in a long time. I picture Booker trying to find space against that line, and honestly, I see our trio crushing any illusion of Cowboys' greatness, even in the preseason. And about Caleb Johnson. Man, if this monster really comes here, the NFC East will know the true meaning of physical football. His combination with Jaden Daniels could be a historic turning point for our offense. And unlike past years, when it felt like a missing piece kept everything from clicking, now it feels like we're creating a system where talent, culture, and physicality complement each other perfectly. As for Brandon Coleman, as a fan, I really hope he rises to the challenge. The Commanders' history is filled with guys who were doubted and came back stronger. Terry McLaurin is living proof of that. Coleman now has that chance, and nothing would make me happier than to see him turn this adversity into success on the field. At the end of the day, the reality is simple. We are becoming respected again. Not because of slogans, not because of marketing campaigns. We are becoming respected for what happens between the lines. And as a true fan, I won't miss a second of this new era. If you feel the same way, come with us, subscribe now to Commanders Fan News today, turn on notifications, and let's live every moment of this journey together. Because one thing's for sure, the future is burgundy and gold. And every training session, every draft pick, every signing shows that this team finally understands what it takes to be great. Washington no longer wants to just participate. Washington wants to dominate. To dominate the trenches, to impose respect at the line of scrimmage, to make every rival think twice before facing our defense or trying to contain our overwhelming offense. And it's not just about the big names. It's about everyone. From the veteran who leads in the locker room to the rookie who arrives hungry to prove he belongs. Every piece, every player, every snap is a step in building our legacy. And the fans? We are the soul of it all. With every cheer from the stands, with every flag raised, with every tough moment where we never stop believing. That connection between the team and the fans is being reborn. And it's stronger than ever. When Darren Payne crushes the Cowboys' interior line, we'll be there celebrating. When Johnny Newton explodes onto opposing quarterbacks, we'll be there roaring from the stands. When Caleb Johnson plows through linebackers down the middle, we'll be there pushing the team toward the end zone. We are part of this story. And with every step, every achievement, we'll show the whole world that Washington is back to stay. So, true fan, don't miss out on this new era. Subscribe now to Commanders Fan News today. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a single detail of what promises to be a historic season, and share with other fans who, like us, never gave up on this jersey. Because together, we are unstoppable. Because together, we are Washington.